Spiritual Captivity by Lou White. Chapter 1. Fictional Christmas. An esoteric view of the mythological Christmas. What and who it's really about. December 25th has been someone's birthday for over 4,000 years. He was the first king on earth, built Babel, a tower, and became the first mighty one. Nimrod, the God-man. This rebel wanted to shoot an arrow at Yahuwah from the top of the tower. He founded the worship of the host of heaven, known today as astrology. This worship of the Mazzaroth, or zodiac, animal-shaped star groups, is based on celebrating the rebirth of the sun at the time of the winter solstice in December. Since ancient times, the solar birthday and all of the symbols associated with sun worship were practices honoring the deification of Nimrod. Nimrod became the template for all sun worship. His name was babbled in the confusion of languages, becoming Shamash, Ra, Mithras, Moloch, Baal, Apollo, Kronos, Orion, God Odin, Zeus, Krishna, etc. His identity is occulted in the character of Santa Claus/Krampus, or Old Nick. Programmed from childhood. The founder of the Societas Lisa used this maxim: "Give me the child for the first 7 years, and I'll give you the man." Inigo Loyola, founder of Societas ISV or Jesuits. A day is coming when all mankind will be judged for causing stumbling blocks, the main reason you are reading about it. Children are the target. Maimonides, 113.5 to 1204, wrote about the strong opinion of habit in his book, Guide for the Perplexed. Men like the opinions to which they have been accustomed from their youth. They defend them and shun contrary views. And this is one of the things that prevents men from finding truth, for they cling to the opinion of habit. 2 Timothy 4. Verse 4 says teachers will abandon the truth and turn aside to myths. Missionary Adaptation of Christmas. Dionysius Exiguus, a Scythian monk, visited Rome in the year 525. He witnessed Rome's fertility festival of Saturnalia and was appalled by it. History tells us he modified the reason for the celebration. The whole world now thinks of December 25th as the birth of Messiah, a revision mostly unexplored by most people. People live on lies and myths passed down. Every popular celebration you can think of is directly inherited from pagan fertility worship from our ancestors. Paul was concerned that his work had been in vain among the Galatians. Being formerly heathens, they were falling back into their old pagan traditions and special days. He called their former pagan customs weak and miserable principles. Pastors falsely teach their flocks that these Galatians were falling back into Torah. Yahushua is opening our eyes now, and abiding in his word is setting us free of the devil's schemes. He is calling us to come out of the mother of harlots, Babel's traditions. Even the word Easter refers to Ishtar. Her Celtic name was Eostre. Her flower was the lily, and her sun-spiked image stands in New York Harbor. Celebrating Christmas is adapted from sun worship. All pastors know it, but don't teach about it. They will defend the pagan origins, explaining how it doesn't matter because the purpose for it has been redirected. They react with the statement, "It doesn't mean that anymore." Some will confess that everything Christianity practices is inherited from pagans, verifying Yirmiyahu Jeremiah 1:6, verse 19. Sun worship literally transformed itself into the thousands of religious sects known by many names, hiding its origins from the ignorant masses by a policy of missionary adaptation, also known as syncretism. When we refuse to receive a love for the truth, Yahuwah sends us a strong delusion to believe the lie. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 11. What is missionary adaptation? This is a teaching method used to shape the existing beliefs, words, symbols, and practices of a culture into different meanings. This method served well to spread Catholicism. This behavior is still reinforced and condoned as doing a greater good, but from the viewpoint of Yahuwah. It is a scheme of the devil to teach the traditions of men as a form of righteousness while abandoning the word of Yahuwah. See 2 Timothy chapter 3. Borrowing the habits of other cultures, especially their religious ones, and blending them, is also known as syncretism. Pastors know this, but allow people to keep following the broad road to destruction. Turn aside to myths. Not bearing sound doctrine, teachers increase chaos. What could possibly go wrong? 2 Timothy 4, verses 1 to 6, Malachi 4, verses 1 to 6. Another warning about turning aside to myths is recorded at 2 Timothy chapter 4. Peter tells how the false teachers would be saying the truth is evil at 2 Peter 2, verses 1 to 3. It reads, "But there also came to be false prophets among the people, as also among you there shall be false teachers, who shall secretly bring in destructive heresies, and deny the master who bought them, bringing swift destruction on themselves. And many shall follow their destructive ways, because of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of, and in greed, with fabricated words, they shall use you for gain. From of old their judgment does not linger, and their destruction does not slumber." Those teaching the truth in the last days are exposing the schemes of the devil, getting the bride cleaned up,